My hair care journey began about 6 years ago. I used to wear all kind of fancy styles, dyeing my hair, coloring my hair, processing my hair, doing everything was always something different every week. I always had a different hairstyle, which I loved, always changing styles. I never liked one hairstyle for a very long time. So I was always one to change my hairstyle all the time. Thankful for me, I always had very healthy hair, which allowed me to be able to do that. But in the process of changing my hair started becoming unhealthy because I was using a lot of processed products, and my hair even came on fire because I was using so many processed products where it was burning, it was like just going crazy. I couldn't style my hair properly, and I was having a hard time, but I always was one to get my hair done every week. So my hairdresser would always fix that problem, and I just loved just letting her do it. Until my son told me, "Hey, Mom, can I ever see your hair again? I want to see your natural hair." Because when I was very young, I started off with a bush. I always had natural hair. And then as I became more professional in my jobs, I switched my hairstyle over to a processed look for my job for the corporate office that I was working in. So I left the perm. I got into the perm. I left the natural hair, and that's when I started my new journey with natural hair. Be knowing my son was the one to really say, "Mom, will I ever see your hair again? Can I ever see who you really were with this look of yours?" And I think he was getting like sick of seeing me with all these different hairstyles that was kind of looking a little craziness. It was looking a little weird for my age category. And so I said, you know what? I think I'm going to listen to him. So, and plus my hair was getting very unhealthy. So I cut my hair really short, and I just started off with small locks. It was very short, and I liked the way that looked. I liked the shortness of my hair. It was a great look for me at that time. And then my hair just took off growing little by little. I always kept it oiled, and I always took care of it. And I always had a stylist that was really on my team to make sure my hair would grow properly, because I always went like once a week. I always went all the time. So that helped me out a lot. But during that process, some of the styles were like getting a little crazy looking, especially because I was working in the gym and it was looking a little wild looking. And I had to really get a really true professional to get my locks going, because at first I was just doing it myself. I did have the help of someone washing my hair, conditioning, but the person wasn't really doing the lock look that I thought that would be best for me. So I found a very wonderful stylist. She started my locks off, and it was the best journey. I wish I had did this when I was 10, because the journey was so wonderful. It was just all natural. I mean, I didn't have to do anything, just keep my hair oiled all the time. I used to use hair grease. I stopped using grease. It was clogging my pores and my scalp. So the oil was just gliding through my hair, and my hair was never itchy or scratchy. The oil felt good. Plus, the oil also helped my skin, because it was oil going through my hair and oil was going to my skin, giving me the wonderful complexion that I always wanted and not letting me get dried up looking. So that was a great help with the oil treatment. Then once I got really started with the locks growing, I really pursued more and more different hairstyles, because I always was pretty fancy with the hairstyles, getting updos, downdos, and all kind of stuff. And I began liking that. But then after a while, it was becoming like a headache to me, because when I had my hair up, it would give me like a headache because it would be so heavy on my head. A lot of times I would just let it come down or something different, and it was the best thing for me because I was very active, very athletic. So I didn't have to worry about, I could swim, but I stopped swimming because of all the chemicals in the water. So I stopped swimming, but I could begin doing other type of exercises, which my hair would sweat and would not even look bad, it would look great because I had my natural hair. And I just think it was the best thing for me, just being natural, being who I was, accepting my own hair, and not allowing anyone to say, you're supposed to look this way, you're supposed to look that way. And I think it helped my career, because working at a gym, people really saw who I was, and they saw that I was natural. And a lot of them said, I think I'm gonna do that. It looks really great. And a lot of girls, especially the black females, we have a problem with getting the perms and go work out, and your hair is sweaty, and you're paying all this money, a lot of money to get it done to these very styles, and then it's sweaty when you get done. You can't really work out like you want to work out. You're thinking about, oh, my hair, or if you have a friend, if you're having any kind of activity, you worry about, I don't want to get sweaty, I don't want to do this, I don't want to do that. But with the natural look, you can do whatever you want to do at any time you want to do. It's always going to be natural, and because it really is who you are, that's why I love it. It's me. As I said before, I wore a lot of hairstyles, therefore I wore a lot of weaves. With the weaves, I had my own hair corn rolled. So my own hair was corn rolled, and I just had the weave sewn into my corn roll. But actually, watching my hair grow, when I kept going to get a new style, my real hair was growing because I kept it cornrowed like most girls do when they have a weave or whatever. I was going on vacation, so I just had my hair cornrowed in the circular vision where you have everything is sewed into your hair, and but my actual hair was relaxing. So after I was doing that, my natural hair was beginning to grow because I wasn't doing all these fancy styles, and I was just cornrolling my hair, and I was just sewing the hair sewn into my hair. So my hair, natural hair, was growing. I mean, it was growing because I just kept it cornrow all the time, and I had the little weaves looking this kind of way, that kind of way. But after seeing how well my hairstylist said, you know what, boy, your hair is really growing. I mean, I can't get over it. You really don't need to do all of these things. But I just liked that weave look at that generation at that time, which was about 6 or 7 years ago. It was easy to do. My hair was always taken care of because it was cornrow. I didn't have any kind of products in it, just the basic stuff. And then my hair started growing with the cornrow look. So I said that I think, my stylist said, let me just not put the weave. Let's just go with your hair. And I went with my hair, and I said, this is amazing because with my natural hair, I didn't have no processed chemicals in my hair at all. I just kept my hair cornrowed, and it got really long. So she said, you know what, as my son was telling me, always just be your natural self. And then when I saw how great it looked as my natural self, I said, you know what, just cut off the perm stuff that I had in my hair from getting the weave into my hair. So I started going natural because I saw how much better it was just my hair being braided. Being braided was everything. Not having all these styles, but just being a plain braid, cornrow. I wore the cornrow for about maybe a year or two like that, and my hair got very, very healthy. It was very thick, and that's when I said, I think my stylist said, you know what? I think you need to, let's see how you look with the locks. Let's see how that looks. So, and it became natural, and that's when she started giving me the twist, the lock twist, which I had a good length about this long. So it was about this long to my hair. So it was a great look because it wasn't really that short, which I love the short look, but I had enough hair where you could really see the lock will fall on my ears. It would come to like my ears at the very beginning because I kept my hair cornrowed, which helped me get to that point where I could get a nice locked look that would look nice to my facial appearance. Okay, so after that, I just loved that look. It was great. I mean, I just felt so happy with myself because I could just do what I want to do. I didn't have to worry about my hair. The wind blows the wrong way, you lose your hairstyle. Or if it's raining, you got to run and get your umbrella, or all the things us black girls have to go through. So for me, I really got into that. I was loving it, and then next thing you know, it was getting longer and longer and longer. And I always kept it locked. I always made sure that my hair would be locked in the proper way to keep it looking neat, because I like my hair looking neat. I always did. I don't like that look of your hair looking a mess. I just never was that person. So continuously, I was going to my hairstylist, and she did great, wonderful things. And at that time, it was in Maryland. When I started my lock journey, it was in London. I mean, it was actually in Maryland. And then she moved, and I said, oh my God, what am I going to do? I'll lose my favorite hairstylist. So she recommended me to someone else who kept it going, and she did an awesome job for that time until I moved into another location, and I met another young lady who just kept it going. I always had to find someone. I was always referred from other people, and they knew my style was like looking kind of neat, always looking neat, trying to look professional in my job, and keeping myself looking properly, keep my hair done properly.